So the thing about SoundPeats is the sheer number of high quality earbuds that they make at an affordable price. So these are the SoundPeats Air 4 Pro. Besides looking like the Capsule 3 Pro, these have a lossless aptX sound and even have in-ear detection. I am biased toward the in-ear tips design type earbuds. The quality I just feel is better, and on top of that there's a buffer between the ear canal and the earphones themselves, so I just feel it's more comfortable and they fit better. With these, they're really reminiscent to the Capsule 3 Pro. They look like the Capsule 3 Pro, and the most similar parts are especially the earbuds. And the case is smaller. Positives is I like that it's kind of lightweight. It's more lightweight than the previous SoundPeats earphones. The LED indicator is on the front now. It indicates how much battery life is left, how much is charged depending on how much you've used. It charges via USB-C and the battery life is 26 hours. It's 4 hours for a single play with active noise cancellation on, and there's 6 hours with active noise cancellation off. For example, like iPhones, there's just a lot of familiarity between versions and the iOS UI, and I feel that's the same when it comes to SoundPeats. They try to keep everything as similar as possible, from the cases to the earbuds shapes and design, and even the color scheme that they use remains always the gold and black, so they try to keep everything as similar, as unique to their style as possible. Now these earphones have the most ridiculous active noise cancellation that I've used when it comes to any SoundPeats earbuds. Now when putting them on, you have to be careful at least not to mess with the touch capacitive buttons, because you might be changing through the different modes just by trying to adjust the earphone. But regardless of that, when it comes to just the active noise cancellation aspect of these earphones, these are the craziest by far when it comes to SoundPeats earbuds. It has Bluetooth 5.3, which is something I always recommend as a baseline. It's going to be more efficient for your battery life, and it's just the latest Bluetooth, so you know you're getting what you pay for. It has also lossless audio, which once you get to using these earphones, then you'll be able to tell the difference just between quality from the get-go. These earbuds also have one of the best features that I like when it comes to earphones, and that's multi-point connection. Say if you want to connect your computer and your cell phone, or whichever two devices that you want to, then you can do that, and on top of that it just saves time, and I feel it's more efficient instead of having to always disconnect from Bluetooth to try and pair it to another device. These earphones have high-end active noise cancellation, and they also have really great adaptive noise cancellation as well. Now once I got to using them more, I noticed that there was a big difference between the transparency mode and the active noise cancellation mode, not just because they are supposed to sound different, but just because of how good the active noise cancellation is on these earbuds. There's also a low latency gaming mode, and for the low latency it's about 88 milliseconds. Now that's just a little above average. For a good range you want to go anywhere from 40 to 60 milliseconds, so shooting above that is a little off the mark when it comes to latency, especially for gaming. Now these earbuds do come with the in-ear detection for when you're listening to audio, but I have a hot take about that, in that it's useful, but sometimes it can be a little annoying. So 8 out of 10 of the times it is great when you're trying to talk to somebody, or you just want to take them out and have the audio pause, but a couple times you might just be taking the earbud out to either scratch your ear or just to adjust it, and then pauses the audio. So majority of the time it is useful, it is handy, but there's a couple times there where it can be annoying in that you're not trying to pause the audio and it does that for you anyway. The good thing is that feature can be deactivated on the app. This is the app that you'd have to use for the SoundPeats earphones, and it's a pretty bare-bone app. It was laggy for me at first. As you can see on the homepage, you'll be able to see what earphones are connected, how much battery percentage is left on the earphones, and you can even control the equalizer, and you can turn adaptive equalizer on, and so basically that will adjust your equalizer in real time and just make it so that the sound quality is as best as possible throughout the day. And you can customize your equalizer presets to whatever you want them to be, and I really like that you can change whatever mode that you're in when you're using the app. And of course you can go to game mode, and then you can also turn off in-ear detection, which I do have a hot take about that one. But other than that, there isn't too much else when it comes to using the app. Now it comes with the Qualcomm chipset, and it also has hybrid active noise cancellation, but to be honest that's like half the story, because of how good the active noise cancellation sounds on these earbuds. Now the way I look at it is you can have good recipes, but if you mix them horribly, then you're going to come out with a horrible result. So for earbuds, if you have great noise isolation but horrible sound quality, then the audio is going to sound mid, and vice versa. If you have really great sound quality but the active noise cancellation is mid, then the audio is also going to sound mid. But with these, they hit on both the active noise cancellation and the audio quality. For the music, I noticed that the bass really wasn't that heavy, and I know for some people they really like the bass in their music. But where these earphones did well is that the active noise cancellation is actually so good and seclusive that when you listen to the audio, it sounds better than bass-filled earphones with the mid active noise cancellation, and makes the audio sound that much better, even though the bass isn't as hard hitting and as heavy as other earphones. And at the same time, that's without the adaptive equalizer on the earphone. For the videos, I noticed that the sound quality, yeah, it did translate as well. The quality remained well, and it was really good and accurate, and it was also so detailed that for some videos I noticed I could hear stuff in the background that I wouldn't otherwise hear if I was listening to the audio on my computer, or even if I was using other earphones. So the final verdict on these earphones is that I can't fanboy over the active noise cancellation and the sound quality enough. The sound quality and the active noise cancellation are easily the two best features of these earphones. But there are some things I didn't like, namely the fact that there's 6 hours of battery life and 26 hours, which is pretty standard. But for a full charge, you need to charge for 1.5 hours, which I would have preferred to see a much faster fast charging for these earphones. And the sound quality for calls is decent, it's alright, but it's not the best. And the worst thing for me, I didn't like that it's only IPX4 water resistant, which is good to resist light splashes and some workouts. But considering how good the quality of these earphones is and the sound quality, I would have much rather preferred to see a higher IP rating for these earphones. At the end of the day, if you're speaking just sound quality, these earphones are by far SoundPeats' best, in my opinion, and they're by far the best for the year when it comes to SoundPeats earphones. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you think. JEDIJA, well.